All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the slap heard around the world. Hi, everyone. This is Ollie with 10 Points to Ponder, where we like to talk about all the things that get you canceled, race, politics, Jesus, and manhood. And today I want to talk about what happened when, at the Oscars, Will Smith apparently became angry at a joke that Chris Rock said in regards to his wife and her bald head, and walked up to the stage at the Oscars and slapped Chris Rock in front of shocked people who partly were wondering if this was part of the show and partly were completely shocked, especially at his reaction when he started cussing at Chris Rock, telling him to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. Now, if you want an example of toxic masculinity, since that word just gets thrown around anytime people exhibit masculine traits, that is toxic masculinity. From now on, those words will have a clear definition. You have Will Smith, who, if you look at the history, his wife had a show, Jada Pinkett Smith, had a show called Red Table Talk, in which she dished everything in regards to their marriage, up to discussing the fact that she had an affair with another man, and Will Smith knew about it, and then Will Smith then turns around and says, yeah, I knew about the affair, and it was just an entanglement, and, I had some affairs too, and blah, blah, blah. So the immediate question is, where was that same energy, that same anger, when you had another man sleeping with your wife? I know this is not original. I'm asking a question that probably everybody was asking after processing this. Where was that same energy when another man was sleeping with your wife? And then the second question that you have to ask is, what the heck is wrong with the Oscars and with the Academy and with everyone who's around there that Will Smith was not escorted out of the place? Because he clearly got up and assaulted someone. He assaulted another person, and because he's Will Smith or because he's black, he doesn't get thrown out of the Oscars, and instead apparently goes back up to the Oscar stage to receive an award on that very night. This is ridiculous. And so when we look at it from the topics of race, politics, Jesus, and manhood, first, when we talk about race, we have to say that probably part of it is the fact that Will was black. And so because he's black and because he's expected to act irrationally emotional, his slapping another black man is not a big deal. What if he had slapped a white man? What if he had slapped a white woman? All of those things probably would have been looked on very negatively. Probably the police might have been called. Probably he could have been tackled and thrown out of the place. But because we, as a culture, accept black males assaulting, attacking, hurting other black males, we look on that situation and we just accept it. Let's talk about politics. We talk about the politics of identity and also the loss of any sort of moral standard. The whole purpose of politics is to determine how we should govern ourselves. And if we allow certain acts in society, then we simply increase the likelihood that these sort of things will occur. Case in point, summer of 2020, when we allowed people to go out and burn and loot the cities and commit acts of violence and vandalize, then more vandalism ensued, to the point that crime statistics have skyrocketed throughout the United States. Let's talk about Jesus. Will Smith obviously showed no self-control. He didn't show any sort of ability to turn the other cheek. Chris Rock turned the other cheek after it was slapped, so I guess maybe he's a good example of what Jesus said, to turn the other cheek. But Will Smith decided that he was the man and he was going to be big and bad, although he wasn't big and bad, again, when someone else was sleeping with his wife. But he decided that he'd be big and bad and walk up there and seek justice on his own, despite the fact that the scriptures tell us that vengeance belongs to the Lord and the Lord alone. The scriptures tell us to overcome evil with good. Otherwise, you are overcome by evil and evil wins. He just joined in with whatever evil he said that he was combating. Let's talk about manhood. Is this an example of manhood? Would you want your boys to emulate someone like Will Smith? So spineless, such a slave and prisoner to the opinions of other people, that he's, instead of taking Chris Rock privately aside and saying, hey, I didn't appreciate that joke, or hey, she's suffering from some skin disease or whatever, he decides that he's going to do this act in front of other people, which is the opposite of manhood. He didn't take responsibility, and now apparently he let all the anger build up, and so he directs that anger at the wrong object. He didn't have that same anger again for the man that was sleeping with his wife. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. My name is Ali Schwaga. This has been 10 Points to Ponder.